Ash and JD, they're the host, talking real, they're not like most. Podcasting fun with a side of wit, get ready, cause you won't wanna quit. They bring the laughs, they bring the noise, sharing stories of their crazy joys. From deep discussions to silly tales, the Real Talking podcast never fails. Grab your headphones, get ready to groove. Ash and JD will make your mood improve. Banter that's witty and oh so sly. Their chemistry's electric, you can't deny.
We are back with another episode of the Real Talking Podcast with your hosts, Ash and JD. I'm starting to feel a little bit tired now. I'm not going to lie, mate. It has been a long day. I won't give the details on the pod, for all these illegal activities, dogging. Right. But we did promise it last week that we was going to start off with the correspondence that we just had a lot to catch up on last week's episode, didn't we? So we will start off with a couple of them, then we'll chat shit, and then we'll get back onto others. To be fair, there was a couple just saying, where's the missing episode? He says 2 weeks and whatever. Just the usual bullshit. And by the usual bullshit, I do mean James again. I mean, to be fair, I might as well just get it up. It's on the notes section. What was it? That was it. Nice to see you have realised that United are shite. But we're not a footballing podcast. No. We're not going to talk about it.
Also, mate, just while we are talking about football, I'm sure I said to you, I think Chelsea will win the league. And you said you think Man U would finish above Chelsea.
Yeah, I know.
Do you still think that?
At the moment, obviously not.
Okay.
It's all right because Rude will be in charge next week, and it'll be like Ollie's at the wheel again, ain't it?
Right.
Yeah. But no, we won't talk about football. We've got another international break after this weekend, though, haven't we? Fucking crap.
Already?
Yeah. So
they're so fucking boring, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, so it's this weekend of football normality, and then after the internationals again.
Just think for a second, mate. Say you're a professional footballer on 80 grand a week. You don't get selected for your country. You're just fucking going away for 5 nights, and then
it depends on the manager, though.
Yeah,
but you might want to still go over tactics, but in general, I
you
think a lot of them do get like a 4-day break.
So imagine just sweet that is like.
Oh yeah, you're laughing.
Fucking laughing, mate.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't even be asked about the fine from the school either, would you? Have to take your kids out.
I'm sure they can afford it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that ain't going to stop me when it comes to be. I mean, I'll tell you the secrets that I've seen as well. Look, the way that you got to time it right. So, count your bank holidays, and then do it as you take the kids away on a Friday and a Monday, and then they're not missing a full week. If you miss the full week, that's when you get the fine. And it's the fines per person, per child.
Yeah.
So, I think it's 120 quid per person.
Yeah.
So, you'd be paying £240 for Kobe to miss a week of school. Fuck that. I just want to pay it. I'd be like, mate, come get the money from me then. Or I'll be that cunt, when you see the videos and they just go and pay with pennies and that.
Yeah.
I'd definitely do that. But correspondence anyway. We've got to keep the fans entertained. They are the ones that sending us the lovely messages.
Taking the time, which we do appreciate.
We always do, sending them in at the realtalkingpod@gmail.com or onto the hotline 07470 488 096. Links are in the description as always.
Brilliant, mate.
I know. They love that I can just rattle it off.
Yeah. Honestly, he's not watching anything. He's not reading the paper.
I'm not.
No, literally.
I've got Laura's message.
Just from memory.
Read.
Go on.
Laura.
This is from Laura, sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was a couple of weeks ago. So she said, "Hey guys, so with JD travelling the world, what has Ash done in the time off?"
That is a good question. What did I do?
I don't think you did anything to be
Right,
fair, did you?
no,
You just
so
worked, didn't you?
yeah, so for
Essentially.
me, it was we had 2 child-free Fridays, which is when we normally do the recording. So
Yep.
with JD obviously working and then having a child-free Friday, it was just nice just to
I mean,
not,
every Friday is a child-free Friday for me.
yeah,
But
but yeah, but you know
it's
what I
not
mean?
dog-free, but
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, house with just adults and the dog.
I think not. Yeah,
Did you go out one of the...
yeah, no, definitely. We went out for some Japanese food at one point. I think that was the first one. I can't remember, but the second and third, no, the third week that we missed, didn't do nothing then. I was just obviously because
Yeah, because I was trying to get over,
yeah,
but
it's just
that was a ridiculously long day. And then Saturday just didn't go to plan
right.
either.
Yeah, so for me, it was just a chilled one. Like I did need it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, thanks for asking me, Laura.
But she knows you're traveling the world grafting, mate.
Well, that's all it was, though, you know, Germany for work. I mean, to be fair, the part of Frankfurt that I was in, I wouldn't recommend going there. I think it was just we was on the wrong side of the train station, so it was just homeless people. Um,
It is mad, and when you think of like when you're going away, you always think you're going to somewhere better as such.
well,
It's not necessarily,
yeah, because especially like, when I went to Poland last year,
but Poland's got it sorted though, mate.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
but before going, like I had like scenes of Russia in my head essentially. That it was like when you see it on the films that it's like it's cold, like dark, and just like really old fashioned and stuff. But went there and it was all beautiful. Now, it was old fashioned buildings and stuff like, but some of the architecture was
You thought
fantastic.
it was like Euro trip when they go to like it gives him a dollar and he goes, "Now I buy my own hotel" or something like
Yeah,
that.
that kind of thing. Because you automatically go to what you've seen on the TV,
Mm,
don't you? Now I know there was places like the more old rural towns and stuff, but the main city centres that we
yeah.
went to was fantastic.
To be fair, I've had a few people say Poland's really nice, but you know
Well,
they are looking after their own, so to speak, and
yeah, yeah.
keeping it all.
But like the hospitality was brilliant. You know, they all spoke really well English as well.
I think you have to. Nah, I don't because I think it is the world's language,
Yeah,
so you do
essentially, yeah,
have to, don't you?
yeah. And it was so cheap as well. You know, it
Really?
really was. But yeah, I'd recommend Poland, but just where we was in Frankfurt, no, I said the homeless people and that, and like you know, when it's just run down and
Yeah.
like the litter around. Well, to be fair, no, sorry, there wasn't a lot of litter. There was a lot of like broken bottles and stuff. Um, but that was just fucking pissheads. And like when we was walking to the job, like to their version of the like London XL, Messa de Sue, like by the train station, there was a pub, and like bear in mind this is 7:30 in the morning, and there's already like 6 geezers outside. They were
Fucking
like they were already bevved up. They were
proper
fucking
lads.
yeah. So at first I thought they were just like still there from drinking all night or something, but it's quite a big working through the night culture there as well. So obviously they'd finish work at say probably like 5 o'clock in the morning. Then they're having their beers
Yeah.
before going to bed. Then, but yeah, it was. I mean, the most interesting thing of the part that we was in was finding Team Rocket's headquarters, which
Yeah.
I sent you the
Yeah. Yeah.
picture.
That's where they're hiding.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's
Giovanni, he's Persian.
fucking load of wheezings in there,
Mm.
but yeah, unless there's anything else more interesting, it'll probably be the thumbnail for this week's episode. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't have suggested that bit. The work itself was sound, but because it's not illegal to smoke in the buildings over there as well. So like I'm working away, everyone's smoking around me,
Oh.
and it was just weird. It was hot, fucking sweaty, no breeze in the venue and that. And then with people smoking around me, it was like I don't know if it was all the pubs and restaurants, but the Irish bar we was going to, you wasn't allowed to smoke in there.
Yeah.
So I wanted to sit inside most of the time then when we was having a beer because that was my breakaway from everyone having a smoke. So yeah, it was quite an eye opener considering how things are over in the UK, where well they're trying to ban smoking even in the beer gardens now. I don't know how that's going to go down. And I saw it the other week. Well, I think it was last week. That they want to potentially close the pubs earlier as well. So say it'd be like 10 o'clock instead of 12 o'clock closing the pubs.
I did see that as well. Yeah.
And that'd be ridiculous. But I think that would just encourage people to start drinking earlier then as well.
Yeah, and then going back to the homes and carrying on.
Yeah.
So
It's strange. I don't know what fucking Keir Starmer's trying to do to this country.
But you
there's
know what
already,
he's trying to do? He's trying to fuck it up.
yeah. There's already talks about him wanting to, well, not wanting to, about him having to step down because of things that he's already doing and suggesting. And there's bookies' favourites for who's going to take over, and it's just ridiculous.
Anyone I know about, there's no good. Literally, it's just fuck. Is he 5 years? Yeah, it's 5 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just fuck now for 5 years. That's it.
Well,
all your money's going abroad.
Yeah.
You know,
to all the foreign aids and well, to their offshore accounts as well.
Yeah, they get the backhanders from it. Yeah, 20 grand.
Well,
it was just, mate. Go on, sorry.
I know we're not a politics podcast.
They just fuck. I know I said it before. They should have a point system for these politics. No, they should. Where it's like if they say something and then they've gone against it, it's like a point here. So if you say, if we're in charge, we ain't gonna do that, then you do it. Yeah. It's like you get deducted points. And to the point where say you've deducted 25 points, because that's still if it's 2 points for every.
Sorry, there's just a big squirrel in the garden. Massive one.
Yeah,
Magpie's gonna get it there, kid.
I loves it. Oi.
They're just off the red centre.
Yeah.
They're always so sketchy. Great entertainment for the people listening as well.
He was like David Attenborough then.
It was a grey one.
Yeah. No, so what I'm saying is, if there's like 2 points deduction for everything you've said something and then went against, and then you've hit like 20 points. Sorry, that's 10 things you've said you wouldn't do and you've done. You should get literally just
just sacked
or
another
election or something.
Yeah. But I have seen a lot of traction from the Reform team, party rather, and they're making waves. You know, they're saying all the right things for everyone. You know, obviously, unless they actually do come into power, we're not going to know if it's true or bullshit. But you know, they just seem to be getting a lot more people on side now. I can see it being an election sooner than the 5-year term, just because of the way it's looking at the moment, and I'm dreading it because they're on about doing this pay per mile system, like when they do the budget or whatever it is next month, announcing that. Now, I roughly did the math the other week on 10p per mile. I'd be looking at paying like an extra $3,000 a year. Because they'll get rid of the road tax and then you pay 10p per mile.
They must have to cap it so long, so like anything.
I don't think they will. But they want to do it because they're not earning off of people with electric cars. Because if at the moment,
but that was
electric vehicles don't pay a road tax. And because of that, now they want to do this pay per mile. But so I roughly did it off of 10p per mile. What I'm seeing at the moment now is they're going to do it as 15p per mile. But if they do something like that, then there's going to be riots because people aren't going to be able to afford to pay for it, for starters. Because you think, the road tax on my van, it's like $260 for 12 months. So if that's going to go up by 10 times, people ain't going to be able to afford that. So it would mean taxi fare goes up, bus fares go up, train fare will go up.
Yeah.
Not that it needs to, but they'll be like, well, we're going to put it up because everything else gone up. Delivery fees will go up.
Trains will go up, then train strikes because not earning enough.
Yeah.
And then
it will mean that food prices go up again. Literally everything will keep going up, but then the wage won't go up to compensate either. So people will just riot. It's going to be an absolute bedlam. I've not seen much movement regarding people talking about strikes or anything, but I can imagine scenes like what we did see in France with the farmers and everything. I can see being like that. So over the next couple of weeks, as it starts getting closer to this budget or whatever the fuck it's going to be, once more information comes out, I reckon I'll see people starting to kick off. I actually watched we are going to get back to the correspondence in a minute. I told you this is what we're going to do. We're
I
going to
love it, mate. I love it.
You know, considering it's correspondent, asking what you did while I was away. I spoke about being away. Now we're on politics
and squirrels.
Right, squirrel, the squirrel section. I've lost my trail. Oh yeah, so I watched an interesting one the other morning. Basically saying how you can not pay council tax.
Right.
And he was given the full. I've saved the video because, to be fair, the missus pays the council tax, so she ain't going to stop it. But for the likes of you, it would be a good one to give you the information for it. But basically, it's like, you know, you write a letter saying I'm happy to pay my council tax as long as you can prove that it's not going towards terrorist activity, because it's like something like 25p for every pound goes to foreign aid, which is linked to making weapons. So like 7/7, which was a London bombing, obviously 2007, that got linked back to money that we give to like Yemen or something, that then made the weapons that they did the bombing with.
We need to stop the bullshit with sending money abroad.
Oh, no.
Then like keep it. Then like everyone's out of pocket. It doesn't make sense.
It's,
To get everyone inside, they can just do one thing, and everyone be like, "Fucking love that! I've got more money."
But it's not even with the winter fuel allowance. Like, so I don't know. Say it was 25 million that they've cut off for the winter fuel allowance.
Then send 2 billion abroad or whatever.
It's an extra over to Ukraine or whatever it was. It's like fucking hell. So yeah, essentially, if you say to the council, if you can prove that it's not going towards terrorist activity, then I'll happily pay. And then because they can't prove that it's not, because they can't, even though I know we spoke about it before. So you get a letter with a pie chart saying what it's going to. Basically, the section on the pie chart that says other, that's what it is. That's funds going overseas. And then the council tax doesn't even actually pay for the police and the fire stations or anything. That's still given by the government. So, there's a big loophole, and this geezer was like, yeah, I haven't paid it for 4 years. They took me to court, but then they couldn't prove anything. So, yeah, there's a lot of people that are going to stop paying it now.
How much is your council tax? I
don't know. As I say, the missus pays it, so I really don't know.
Because ours is went off quite a bit, actually. I think ours is like just under 140 a month now.
It's fucking ridiculous.
But you pay for the parish ride in that. If obviously you got a parish, you pay to keep that like up to date and everything. And
I imagine that's probably incorporated with mine, because I've got the church at the end of the road. I've got another, you know, it's almost like a community centre, but it's used as a little church as well, because that's a proper African church as well.
Gospel.
You see them in the ball dress. And
I want to go to a gospel choir. Church.
I did it with Daniel back in the day.
Did ya?
Mr. Asa de Hunt.
I want to do it. Like, you know, when you see, like, remember Barra?
Yeah.
When, like, they're talking and everyone's got their hand in their hair, and then I see that one geezer running around the church. Yeah. I want that. And then, like, you know, when they go, he's like, I want to be cleansed. And they're like, he's like, ah. I want to go to something like that.
Well, I'll tell you now, I expected that.
Oh.
And I didn't get it. Because I was like 14, 15, whatever. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to go in and I'm going to praise the Lord. And I'm going to have all the fucking singing and dancing. Nah, just sat there. There was nothing. I was so gutted.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was just that church that we went to. There is a lot of them that do it. But yeah. So after politics, if I remember, I'll put the link in the video description for the video of how to go about not paying the council tax, because he's got his website on it and that. So for anyone that does want to check it out, because, you know, if it is, I feel like my council tax was 120 the last time I asked the missus, but I really don't know. But yeah, it all adds up. It's a fucking lot of money. You know, and if you can get away with not paying stuff like that, Look, I only found out the other day, milk used to be free, and gas and electric used to be free.
I remember milk used to be free for babies.
That milk used to be free for everyone. It was Margaret Thatcher that fucking says you've got to start paying for milk, gas, electric, everything.
Oh.
So it was all given for free. And then the way they started doing it was, well, we're just going to put these meters in just to help monitor what's being used for, whatever, like make sure it's safe and stuff. And then they started charging. So, yeah, it was literally Thatcher that fucked it up. The Iron Lady. So yeah, thanks for that. That WhatsApp, Laura.
Thank you for that.
Now we've got one from Noah, and he says he's asked a very interesting question. Actually,
Right.
so if you could make up a phobia to someone to impede their lives, what would you choose?
Okay.
So obviously, there's a lot of weird phobias out there already. You know, got people scared of balloons and all sorts of things. So it's how much of a cunt you want to be, really. Like, because you could completely ruin someone's life and say, like, it's a fear of cars.
Yeah.
So,
Or fear of doors.
yeah. So they can't
just
they can't
cupboard,
like, open a door
fridge.
or anything. Can't look at one. They'd have to just be in darkness all the time, wouldn't they? I'd probably go for something stupid like, fear of chocolate cake. So they can't ever go to a birthday party.
Yeah.
Just fucking, no, cake. I'm scared.
Or the fear of, the birthday song. So, so they're just like, anytime that comes on in your
Never
restaurant.
go to a Chinese buffet.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah, you're out eating and some come, like, I think that would be a good one.
Yeah.
Just to fuck with them, because you never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
On TV, anything.
I think that would be worse than doing one that's actually just going to ruin the lives that they can't physically do anything. I think something stupid like that. Yeah. I could fear of children. Like, there's not always children around, but every now and again you just be walking. Shit, there's a child, and I'll just freak out.
Well, I think everyone's got a fear of teenagers that are the man, aren't they?
Never know. Little
that's
pricks,
what I'm saying. All. So you got that little fear there. Like,
but I mean, we've gone over it before, haven't we? You know, they all just lack the fear factor. They're not scared of anything or anyone, and they just need a good slap. That's all it is. Just need a proper slap. I'll tell you one person that these kids should be scared of, and we did forget to bring up last week. Philip Schofield.
Right. Oh, he's made a comeback.
He's fucking back, innit?
What channel is he on?
Channel 5.
Right.
I'm sure they called it Castaway with Philip Schofield. I've not watched any of it. I've seen a clip where he's ranting. He's like, they've taken everything away from me and fucking all this shit. Yeah. It shouldn't have fucking been a nonce then.
I don't get him though. Look, how do you get a girl, marry her, have kids, then decide you're a gay boy?
I suppose probably because he grew up in a time when it was different and, frowned upon to like the cock in your bum. And so, because a lot of them didn't they? They tried to live a normal, air quoting again, even though you can't see, but a normal to most people's beliefs and views, whatever, style of life. So it probably was just that he kind of always knew. And then just thought, no, I've got to fight the demons. I've got to marry a woman. I've got to live a proper life. And then once it started becoming more normalised, he's just thought, fuck it, let's bomb a kid.
Yeah.
Fucking squirrels are back.
Right.
Fucking squirrel watch with Ash and Jade. We'll have to set a camera up out there.
Just, wildlife.
Yeah.
Get some robins in as well, we do.
Have you ever had any hedgehogs?
No, I haven't seen any.
I haven't had a hedgehog for a while that I know of. But years ago with my old dog, because again, I, during the night in the warm weather, I believe the doors open, because if she ever wanted to go out for a wee, she could. Fucking. Remember one morning, got up, gone downstairs, and because normally, as dogs do, she'd get up, fucking come for a quick fuss and that before going out for the walk. But she was just lying there. And I didn't pay attention at first. I've done whatever. I'm getting my trainers on ready to fucking take her out. And she didn't want to move. I've noticed she's got a fucking hedgehog. And it was a big bastard as well. Like, I don't know, half the size of a football. Well, pretty much like a rugby size ball, essentially.
Okay.
I know, it was massive.
Yeah.
Like, so it was her new friend, basically. I've fucking gone into the kitchen, I've got the oven mitts out, and so I've had to pick it up. And it weighed a fair bit, like, so I've picked it up and I've gone to put it in the garden. She's followed me outside because she's like, "What you doing with my friend?" And so I've had to fucking usher her back in, shut the door like, with my back because I'm holding this fucking hedgehog, and then placed it back on the floor, and then just waited a couple of minutes and watched it get up and wander off then. But it was that big. I don't know how it got into the
I
garden.
didn't think hedgehogs got to that size.
It was massive. It's a big two-hander.
And the hedgehog.
We tough banter. God. So yeah, thanks for that message, Noah.
Yeah, cheers.
And,
so wait, are we going
with
with the birthday song then? For me, I'm gonna go birthday song. You're gonna go.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
sort of any kid.
Oh yeah, I'll change this kid afterwards then. Yeah, I'll say kids because that's not. It's avoidable.
Yeah.
You can avoid being around kids.
Yeah.
Unless you're into them.
Because if you wanted to be more of a prick, you could be like any song that when you hear someone singing, like a phobia of singing.
Yeah.
But we'll stick with the
buskers would be a funny one then, innit? Because you wouldn't be able to go into a town centre.
Yeah.
Someone banging out
Just something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. What phobia would you give someone, Noah? That's what I want to know. But yeah, Philip Schofield, fucking back on it. Like, there's no need. Like, what? You're not going to see fucking Hugh Edwards with a Castaway show in like 12 months, are you? So I don't know why it's Philip Schofield, but I saw Eamon Holmes. He had a massive rant about him. Fucking, because I don't know if is it GB News that he's on.
Yeah, I think he's on GB News, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not one of the main ones now, anyway. But the co-host who was presenting the show with him anyway, she's tried to like half defend Philip Schofield for a second, and Eamon's just switched on her. He's like, because it was along the lines of like, because you grassed him in,
yeah,
and he was like, no, I defended the children that he was trying to fucking like, abuse essentially, and just because he's got away with it essentially. What he did was wrong. He groomed a child, and then just because he was above age when anything's ever happened, didn't mean it wasn't wrong and illegal in the first place. And he proper kicked off.
Yeah.
I thought fair play. He's sticking to his guns with that one, isn't it? So yeah, stay away from those Philip Schofields out there, kids. Unless you want to be nonced by someone like that, each their own. It's a different world these days. They might want it. Right, so on to another one of OG correspondence. Kirsty, old puppet fucker. I bet she thinks I'm a right dickhead sometimes. Well, why'd you keep bringing it up, Jan? So she says, I saw a video of some woman eating mayonnaise with a spoon as if it was ice cream. Made me feel sick. Got me thinking though, have you got any strange meals or snacks that you eat? Strangest I think I do is dip my McDonald's fries in the milkshake. I've done that. I've
never done that. I tell you what I used to as a kid. I used to eat sugar from the bag. Sugar. I don't know why. I used to get like not the big spoon, like the little spoon. It's that tablespoon, the little one.
Little one's a teaspoon. Big one's a table.
So I used to get the teaspoon, put it straight in my mouth. Like this was when I was like 8 and just get that sugar, the sugar rush. Like literally, I could have it.
You was basically having a dip dab, but just the sugar, no fucking lollipop stick.
That's it. Right, fucking then straight outside, mate. Used to have like come in from playing squash. This is when kids used to play outside.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Back when the Nazis only looked out the windows.
That's it, yeah.
Not on the computer
stayed
screens.
in their own house, yeah.
Had a wank behind the curtains.
Yeah. They did though, didn't they? And everyone knew
Yeah,
who
it
the
would have
pedo
been.
was. Everyone used to say,
Oh
pedo
yeah,
lives there.
every road had the
Pedo Pete,
paedophile.
yeah.
Yeah, fucking pedo Pete. His
Fuck
name
it.
was fucking Dave as well. But yeah, oh god, sugar.
But like, any meals now that you do that you're like, or used to do?
So one that I used to do, because just as a young age, with mum working several jobs, um, like after she divorced dad, and then my sister would be out all the time. So I used to do super noodles,
Right.
and I'd have the smash, so instant mash that you just added hot water to. But I used to mix it together then as well, and I don't know why, it just tasted nice. It was just
I
fucking
do like that. The mashed potato, I think that the instant mash with the hot water, I do like that.
yeah, because it just like sometimes if you didn't mash it up right, like mix it up right, and you could just get that little powder pocket
Yeah.
and fucking yeah, it used to be just nice.
I tell what I used to do a few years ago. I used to get crusty toast and
Mm.
put brown sauce on it. Just brown sauce.
So you'd already toasted the crusty
Yeah,
bread.
so
Did
crusty.
you butter it?
No,
So
literally.
just
Oh no,
brown.
sometimes butter and then do it, but then sometimes just brown sauce.
See, because I've like say I've had a full-on English breakfast, because I have a like I don't know if it's like an autistic sort of thing, but I have an order the way I eat a full English. Well, most of my fucking meals, to be fair. So I'll start with cutting the bacon up, beans on a piece of the bacon, eat that. Some of
Yeah.
it will have a bit of egg and that with as well. Then it'll go around, and last bit I'll have the yolk of the eggs, have that with the sausages. So I'll cut the sausage into four,
Right.
cut the yolk into four, fucking eat it. So then I'm left with all the bean juice and the egg yolk juice and toast. Fucking yap it all up then. Fucking because that's what the toast is there
Yeah.
for. It's the fucking get it all in. So yeah, if there's been brown sauce on the side of
Like that,
got
yeah.
the toast, scooped it up. But I've never just put brown sauce on it like
Yeah.
it's a jam or something.
So like when we used to go to this little cafe by work, one of the lads used to just have crusty toast with brown sauce. So however it come, it was used to sometimes just come with butter, sometimes it didn't. But then I started doing it in the house, and yeah, I haven't had it for a while. But that was probably like the weirdest thing actually.
Mm, uh, well, again, keeping on the weird, and since we've not long mentioned him, old Mr. Arthur the Hunsey, he showed me one when we was kids. So instead of toast, butter your bread, whack it in the microwave. So it was soggy,
Oh,
buttery bread. Mate, it was amazing.
was it?
Yeah, like it's warm buttery bread because obviously the microwave doesn't toast it either. It
Yeah.
just makes it well. It got soggy because the butter's already on it, and yeah, I don't know why he used to do it originally because they had a toaster, but he showed him there. I fucking had it. It was nice.
You know the one thing that I do, and I'm an absolute tank for doing it.
Fucking tank that.
I eat 2 biscuits at a time. No, so
I've done it.
So look, I get the chocolate and chocolate touching. So like say like a digestive chocolate.
Why not the other way around?
No,
Because you want the chocolate touching your tongue, you get more flavour.
no, it's just so it doesn't go in my hand while I'm. So it's like a sandwich.
Yeah, but you don't need to eat it slowly. You
Mate,
can just throw it in.
I inhale them, mate. That's my problem. But like you 2 at a time, just bam, fucking
So-
tank.
I did do it, not for a long period, but I did use at some point eat 2 biscuits at a time. But then I thought, hang on, I'm going through the biscuits too quick.
Mate,
I want to enjoy these biscuits.
Can you just tank through a whole pack of biscuits?
Oh yeah,
I do it too. Look, sometimes it's too easy. I'm like, what the fuck have I just done?
yeah. I bought a pack of dark chocolate digestives,
Mm.
McVitie's ones, the other day. Well, probably about 2 weeks ago because they were on sale, and I've managed to eat the pack in thirds because I'd easily eat a half pack.
Yeah.
And then because you don't know how many biscuits are in the pack, it's hard to judge how many is half.
Yeah.
So I had a couple more last night, and I was like, right, that's about another third, and there's about a third left. So I've managed to be good with that. Like I can't just have a little chocolate bar and just have 1 or 2 chunks. It's got to be the whole lot.
Yeah.
You know, even the little snack biscuits. So it's like a digestive wrapped in chocolate.
Yeah. I know which one.
They're literally called snack,
Yeah.
purple and yellow. So the ones of them that I bought the other week, they come as like a little 2-pack, and they're only little squares, like an after 8 size. I'm like, well, 1 pack's not enough, is he? So
No.
3 packs later, only 6 in a pack. Fucking, I don't know any, don't
Yeah.
matter. Fucking, but I can't. Well, again, because it's getting to that time of the year now when people are starting to look at the quality streets and the tins of roses and that, and then as usual, you'll get some selection boxes and chocolate bars and that for Christmas. I can't just have a little bit of a fucking bar. I've got to. That's why I try not to get biscuits and chocolate and stuff because I'll just came through it. It's not good for you. Got to be healthy.
No, I'm the same. If there's celebrations now, I would just sit there, pick them in order. I always have an order, so it's like I'll have a Bounty Twix, whatever, and keep going down that order and just leave the Mars bars.
So you leave the Mars bar, you eat the bounties.
I like a good Bounty. I hate Mars bars.
Strange.
Do you not like Bounties?
Nah.
What?
I remember eating one when I was a kid and just like
Nah, Bounties
not
are good.
throwing up, but just like
Nah, Bounties are nice. You know what else is nice? I know I've mentioned before, drifters. Remember a good fucking
Drifters.
drifter? Give me a fucking drifter.
Again, the other week, got some caramel sticks. So
Okay.
just Twixies.
Yeah.
But they were tiny. Again, like 2 packs because of that small. So I'll have 4 single Twixies. Fucking. Yeah,
Gonna be
just,
good.
I just can't do it. I just can't have a little bit. Have a laugh. So I don't even know how we got onto that.
It's Kirsty asked about.
Oh, strange
Yeah.
foods. Yeah.
So thank you for that, Kirsty.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it's probably just because I have done it, but yeah, dipping the fries in the milkshake, I don't think that's too bad of one, really. It's like salty fries and then the sweetness of your milkshake. It's just a nice little one of them weird balances. Because I don't know what program it was now, but they did a lot of weird food combinations, and so like with a slice of apple, putting salt and pepper on it, or maybe just pepper, and like it makes it taste better. There's some little fruit thing as well that like you eat that and it flips your taste buds around. So essentially you eat it and then you can eat a lemon as if it's an orange. Like you
Okay,
just don't have
yeah.
any of that sourness and that. I don't know what it's called. Obviously, all the prep is always on this podcast. And we've got an interesting question again now from Miles. And he's asked, do you ever think that you're being followed / spied on?
No, not with my life, mate. No. I always, after the Truman Show, I used to think sometimes, is that based on me? You know what I mean?
think everyone did
It's
though,
like,
didn't they?
where have they got this story from? And look at like my mum and dad and thought, nah, they never advertise any good food. It's just like,
And you wasn't living the perfect life though, either, was
nah, shit life, mate.
you? Yeah.
So no, that's how I found out that.
I think they'd have to really try and be good at the job to spy on me. Because I notice when there's a car that's like been doing the same route as me for longer than 2 minutes, I'm like, why are they following me? They've been following me for 3 minutes now. What's going on? And like, I suppose it's just because I'm always aware of like surroundings and that. I'm always looking on the floor in case someone hasn't picked up the dog shit. Always looking around, making sure there's not an electric car that I can't hear as I'm about to cross the road, so I don't get run over by a fucking electric nonce. Fucking yeah. So I think they'd have to be doing a real good job. Otherwise, yeah, I suppose I have had it where I thought I've been spied on. I've been accused of being a spy or secret agent as well, haven't I? We told the story on the pod. I don't know what episode it was, but just that weirdo sitting in his car. Okay, what you spied on me for? I'll press this, and it lights up red. Means you're listening to me. Okay, we're having a conversation, haven't you? Yeah. Again, I suppose because
You're always getting followed or spied on your phone, can't you? I suppose?
yeah, and if they're gonna do it, they're just gonna know that they can track you and that on your phone anyway, can't they? But yeah, I think the only main way they'd be able to do it is if it's one of these people that we've says get in the bin with when they're holding the phone up and talking to it instead of holding it next to their ear. So if they're pretending to talk to it and they're recording your ear, I suppose that's the only way that I wouldn't obviously notice. But then again, I do notice them a lot because I think, why aren't you holding it next to your ear? It's a fucking phone. If it wasn't, like, they'd call it a face if you was meant to hold it in front of your face. Fucking hell. I hate people. Not all you lovely listeners, I just hate people in general. Fucking weirdos. If you, so, I know it's gonna be the future anyway, love, but have you seen the new video demonstrations for these headsets? I don't know. Was he? Who's the fucking Facebook geezer?
What's his name?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
So because they launched that Meta universe the other year or whatever, so the new one that he's launching now, it's these glasses that they've got the hologram system built in, so we could be sitting here right now and we can play fucking
Like
cards
Ready
and
Player
shit.
One, because they put the
Yeah,
glasses
it's that
on, don't
kind
they?
of thing.
I
Yeah,
know they've got the suit and everything to go with it, but
yeah, but it's literally so you can still see. Like I can have them on now, I can still see
yeah.
you, but then I can fucking have Jeff sitting next to us
Wouldn't
as
that
well.
give you like mess with your eyes because obviously it's pulling you in two different directions? Obviously, I know it's in front of you, but like obviously it's if you was to like put your hand in front of your eyes, yeah, it's kind of like you are breaking up, and I can feel my weaker eye straining.
Yeah, I
Do
imagine
you
it
get what
would
I'm
do.
saying?
I suppose that have to they'd have to incorporate different strengths and prescriptions or whatever. But yeah, it was literally like the demonstration. He's sitting there, he pulls up the text message on his phone, and I don't know how, but he's doing hand gestures and that's responding. It's not like there was a keyboard and he was typing on the keyboard. It's like he literally says you can program hand gestures to reply. So I could be still talking to you, read me text message on my fucking glasses, and just I don't know, do fucking sign language, and I've replied, yeah, okay, put the dinner in the oven, bitch. We know that's not true. I'm the chef in my house. But yeah, it's just weird. Like it's a mad time that we live in because for our generation, we've grown up with the best of it, the blockbuster and all that, and proper game systems and being playing out on the street. We're growing into the future as well, where these things are going to be the norm, in 10 years' time or something, cyberlink and whatever that people are going to have injected into their fucking heads. And we're just going to be like, oh, just give us a 3310 back, please.
You know what I find fascinating? That, and I don't know, everyone's. It's the fact, like, if you've got an email, you just connect to like a random printer that you near via Bluetooth, and you can just print. And
Yeah.
he knows that, like, even though it's off my emails and downloading like something, like a return form for a parcel, I always find that mad because it's not connected.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know why that always bothers me a little bit.
I think that, again, like what I just says, because we grew up, you had to have a physical
Yeah.
cable from the PC, the desktop, not a fucking laptop. So it's a physical cable to the printer to be able to send the data.
Because literally, when I have anything to print out, and I do that work with the printer work, literally just sit in the kitchen, just connecting, just printing all out. If I need to print out, it's just mad.
It's crazy times we live in. To be fair,
It's like we're getting there, but we're not there, and we can see where well, not society wants us to be, but what everyone's vision is with this metaverse, and we're just on the beginning of it.
So I think because we're in the middle, or it seems like the middle to us at the moment, and I don't know, in the next 5-10 years, things are just going to be fucking so far ahead.
I always think of cars when I think of technology. So, like, if you have like a 14-plate car now, and then you have like a 24-plate, in 10 years, that has just come along so much. Digital cockpit, everything's done by touch.
Yeah.
It's where you used to be the old doors and everything. Ambient lighting, just everything. Just speech, and I know it had the speech thing probably into, did it? Maybe. But you get what I'm saying? Like, that progress is really quick, and I always
Yeah.
go after that. So,
And there's me. I ain't even got electric windows in my
but like, so yeah, yeah. But like, you get what I'm saying? I'd like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
jumping it to every 10 years in cars
Mm.
is just. Who would have thought? Like, what's the next big thing to go in a car? Like, obviously, someone's like, let's get that in there.
Again, it's hard to imagine what else they can do.
But there will be something now, aren't there?
Yeah. I mean, I suppose the next main thing is probably gonna be this self-driving. So I know they've already got it with Teslas. It is a possibility, but
I think my car's got that.
probably has, mate.
Yeah. So on my car, it's got an option called driving. So when I'm on the motorway, if I have the cruise control on, it's got like a little icon of my car. Then when I indicate, the line will go green. So I don't know if the car will turn itself, or I have to turn it, because if I try to turn my car over, like, say, like on a 2-lane carriageway,
Yeah,
if I don't indicate to go around the car, my steering wheel's trying to pull me back.
yeah.
So I would like to think it doesn't do it by itself. I indicate and I turn the wheel, but like it just lets me know when it's green, I can move along into
I
the
think
next
that's
lane.
all it is at the moment because it's saying green is
Yeah,
safe. You can go.
but I've never tried it. I've always wanted to try it when it's quiet just to see what. But like I haven't got around doing it.
Nah, I think if you when you get to that kind of point, because again, your car's got the automatic parking and all that as well,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
parks itself. Yeah.
I think when you're relying on stuff like that, then there's no point.
The thing that my car's got that I've like, who uses this option? Enter. So it's got. So it can parallel park itself. It can
Yeah.
park into a bay itself, or it can exit a bay itself. Now, who has trouble? 'Cause
Oh mate, I've seen a lot of people
oh,
struggling.
mate, when I was on the phone to you with that learner driver, oh
Yeah.
my god, mate, he so he's banged the left. Then obviously he's coming to like he took the road so wide. He's like almost coming to the curb on my side, which is the wrong side.
Mm,
Oh, I couldn't believe it. And the driving instructor just telling him to point, like, no, mate, get in. Because if there's a car or anything coming down,
yeah.
mate, just get him off the road. He's not ready.
I know. I was behind one the other day, and it's not the learner that I blame with stuff like this. It's the instructor
Yeah,
because I'm behind. Now it's a 30 road, so they should be telling them to go
push
30.
further, yeah.
But he kept. Well, I'm saying the learner just kept dropping down to 20, and then they'd be like, "Oh shit, I've got to speed up." So
Yeah.
they'd quickly get up to the 30, and so it's just as the instructor, you just need to say, just stick to the
Yeah.
30, just pay attention because they're obviously not paying enough attention. They're trying to, I don't know, complicate it in their head somehow. Just pay attention to your speed and just stick to it. And yeah, it's the instructors a lot of the time. I feel like just fucking pulling out and saying, stop being a dickhead, do
Yeah.
your job, stop fucking rinsing them.
I always think as well, when it comes to driving, and I don't know why no one's ever thought of this. Maybe it's when you take a crash course, they've got this facility where, like, I don't know, like an old racing track that doesn't get used anymore.
Yeah,
Put a line in the middle of that. And anyone that wants to learn the hour, just drive around the track. Obviously, make it a bit more city-like with lights and everything.
couple of cones,
Because that way,
roadworks.
just push people. Yeah.
People just standing
yeah,
there, Ivy's on,
yeah. Highways
shovel in
on.
the hand.
Yeah. Like 20 cones and one light for like one hole being dug. Yeah,
Yeah,
on the pavement.
couple Leslie's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always think that, like, just get them out of the way. Send them, like, move them there for an hour. Get off the road.
I think it's they have to have them on the normal roads for the experience and
Yeah, but I mean, like,
enough
the
people
first few
around.
lessons, like, this
Yeah,
gear's not,
so
so they can get up to speed. So that way, there's no worries about going up to 30. 'Cause if you crash, you're just going off on the track, kind of thing.
yeah, I know a lot of instructors used to do that, just go into like an Asda car park or something on a Sunday morning when it's empty. But I think these days they don't now, just because they can just get extra lessons out of them.
I
Because they're
saw
panicking.
when I used to live somewhere else. I saw this girl in a Honda Jazz.
On the jazz.
So yeah,
A few of them round by me.
and I seen her have lessons. She passed,
Hmm.
and I seen her trying to parallel park into a parking spot for like 10 minutes, mate. I was watching out the window. I was just like, what is she doing? So, normally, if you want to get into a parking spot, you parallel park it basically. You drive to the car, you reverse it in.
Mhm.
She's turning in, and like her ass and is sticking. Oh my God, mate. I couldn't believe it. She ended up going like. So, to explain it, she's drove into the parking spot, but in
Mhm.
10 minutes, her car was facing the other way. Purely from trying to. I don't know how. Like, I could not believe it.
It is shocking how so many people can't do the basics and have got that license. Even again the other day, I've gone to Asda, and as always, as I'm getting like out the van, I have to take my headphones out or take my phone off charge, whatever. Just get stuff
Yeah.
to get out. And so as I'm doing that, the car has pulled in into a spot in front of me, but there that much on the piss. The back left was over the left bay, and the front right was over the right bay. And I've got out
Yeah.
because I was getting out anyway. And his geezer started to get out his car. I went, "You're not leaving it like that, are you, mate?" He go, "What?" I says, "Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Just use your brain. Have a look." So I don't know what you're on about. I said, "Look at your car." But he's already standing in the right bay at this point. Like, fair enough. He's lucky there's no cars parked next to him, but that's like it shouldn't be because there's cars parked there. You can park straight. Just fucking pull in properly. And I was just shaking my head. I was like, mate, you can't keep parking like that. That's horrendous. And he just fucking shook his head and then, I don't know, went into the boot or whatever. And I just walked off. So I thought, I'm not arguing. I just got to point it out because it's just stupid. You can't park like that. It's fucking horrendous. God. I suppose because I'm so particular about how I park and making sure that I'm in the lines, and because if I park on the piece, it's more likely someone's going to hit my vehicle then, and so I like to make sure it's right. And then with the missus, when she first passed, I made her reverse parking, learn how to reverse park properly, and she can't. Like she'll struggle parking in forward now because I've like got it into reds. You've got to reverse parking. You've got to know how to do it. And yeah, I suppose just because of stuff like that, I have to make sure it's fucking right. Just being a perfectionist as well, ain't it? You know, just being a proper driver, fucking real. Now we just rattled on. That come from are you being followed and spied on? I don't know how we get to these places sometimes, basically. But from one strange extremity to another, got a little fucking ghost story here now.
We love it, mate. If anyone does have ghost stories or UFO or strange stories, that just anything fucking strange.
Yeah. Have you seen Bigfoot lurking in your back garden? Or one of them aliens peeking over the fence, looking through your window? Want to know all of them? Now, I wasn't sure how to pronounce this name when I'm ready, so I don't know if it's Bree or Bray. Brei.
That's Bray.
I'd imagine so, but
let's go with Bray.
Yeah, if it's pronounced wrong, I do apologise. But they started off with the title and everything. Talking and sounds when I'm home alone. So setting the scene straight away there. The story starts back in 2022. Home alone, and I heard a cart move. I don't know what a cart is inside the house, but heard something move.
Yeah.
I was terrified and froze, and from what I remember, I had seen one of the air ducts open a little bit. So again, I'm assuming this is.
It's one of them, isn't it?
So Ashley's pointing to a little.
Sorry.
So on the windows in the UK, there's little vents that you can open up on the windows. I feel like this is more American, where it's like a blow heating system. Because like obviously the UK doesn't have aircon, where America and that they do have the air ducts and stuff.
One of them. I feel like it's what you see in the movies where people normally fall along,
and they're always clean.
Yeah. right, and then you got the ones on the floor like that. Yeah.
So that's what I'm feeling.
Right.
It's more like America.
Yeah, and the name's a bit American, isn't it? Brie.
Brie Larson,
Yeah,
Miss Marvel.
that's it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so we've got the picture now. We've got the air ducts. One of them have moved.
Yeah. Open a little bit. After this, though, nothing was out of the ordinary until now. Fast forward to the beginning of September, when I would be on my PC, I would hear beeping or my fridge opening. Every time I checked it
Oh.
out, nothing was there. Now to October the 2nd, so only a couple of days ago,
Yeah.
I was at my PC on my phone and I heard what sounded like a little girl saying, "Hello." I
That
don't know
would-
if they said it that well. I did that for dramatic
Yeah.
effect. And I checked the cameras and didn't see anything, but it came from one of the rooms I didn't have a camera in. So I locked myself in my room to be safe. As of writing this, I heard footsteps and the light switch being flipped. The encounter has ended, but I am hearing sounds other people in my family can't hear. I am also seeing weird things in mirrors. I don't know if these things are real or if I'm going insane. I will update this if anything else happens.
Well, that's a bit strange, isn't it? With it's more the hearing someone, the little girl go hello.
Hello?
That would scare. That would imagine that though. You're on your PC on your phone. You just hello, like you would be like.
Yeah.
I think there's a different approach to it. Because if you was your PC, Jay, on the hub, as you do whenever you get the laptop out, you're always on the hub,
Never on
because
growing
you're
up.
alone. Because
Yeah.
if you're alone, you're a male. You're on the hub.
Mm-hmm.
Just before
Other
you,
porn sites available.
just before you're about to search for your criteria, we don't discriminate.
No. Big black cocks.
Yeah, she males, fucking whatever floats your boat. Midgets. So you better put your midget porn on.
BBWs.
Then, yeah, literally anything, and then you hear a noise like what sounds like a hello or just a blatant hello from a child. What are you doing, son?
Firstly, wondering who's let kids in the house. Because I ain't got no kids. Yeah, you just fucking panicking, and you're putting your cock away straight away.
Yeah, and you
you're
would
thinking there's a kid in the
search
house.
every room, and you're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
I've done it enough times because, as you quite often do, you start like deep diving. You'll
Yeah.
be flicking through TikTok and that, and then these ghost videos
Oh,
will
so I
start
thought
coming
it's
on.
deep diving in porn, then, mate.
Always deep diving in that, mate. Balls deep diving in my hand. But yeah, you'll be scrolling through the ghost videos and that'll come on, and then you start playing the tricks in your own mind, then don't you? All the little movements, the lights flickering and stuff, and again, because with my bedroom window across the field, there's like an industrial estate or something, and the lights are on throughout the night. So as the trees are moving with the wind, the lights do throw shadows and in the bedroom and that. So I've got used to that, but I suppose I'd just be fucking getting up and like, what the fuck? Who's in the house and that?
But what Bree said about seeing stuff in the mirrors, I wonder if that's just like a corner of your eye, like when you think you saw something, or do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you was like brushing your teeth, looking in a mirror, and then fucking you think you see it.
Yeah.
I mean, again, because with my bathroom, my mirror shines, reflects straight into my bedroom.
Right.
So if I saw something move, it would most likely just be like I just said, because of the light shadow from the estate over the way. But otherwise, if it wasn't that, then someone's in the bedroom.
Yeah.
So I'd have to fucking go in, start throwing fists there.
I think that's what we got. You know what though, and I know it. I've said it before. The thing that pisses me off about ghost hunters, when they see or hear anything, they run away, and I'm like, mate, just fucking run. So that's why when we do one, we hear a noise, I'm being like, you know what I mean?
And then you take the dildo out your ass.
No, I'm not. I want to be like, where was that? And if you like fucking go, oi, get out. Like,
Yeah, you got to go to
you got to be like, oi, this is what I'm here for. Come
Yeah.
here, get on camera.
because unless the ghost then picks up like a knife and then comes at you, it's not going to do
A
anything.
little roadman, like roadman,
Yeah,
ghost, fucking hell. Yeah. Trying to shank you.
yeah,
Nah, that's when you run them, mate. That's when you're like, ah.
yeah. But the roadman ghost isn't going to catch you because they can't run with the ghost jogging bottoms all the way down their
Yeah.
ankles, can they?
Sure.
And the ghost boxers hanging out.
There's your man pouch.
Yeah,
Yeah. But no, please keep us updated
yeah.
on that.
We do want to fucking know if you've got a haunted house.
We are assuming it's America by the air ducts and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, do keep us updated with that. And now we shall go on to the confessions.
Right, son. Right. I don't know why it cracks me up every time. Right. Now, I haven't read these, so I'm going to try not to laugh. And I'm trying to, but sometimes it's just, right.
I did read the first one. I again briefly read the second one a little bit, but I'm trying to keep the natural reaction.
Right. Right.
Come on, Father Brash.
Father JD.
Tell us the confession.
I met a girl on Tinder. Felt a little bit catfished, but that's normal to be fair. So true, by the way. So boys getting to know each other on the date. She said she plays Sunday League and proceeded to invite me to the game the next morning. I agreed and got there well before kick-off to see her warming up. The game starts and I realised she was playing centre back. wait, 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 no, because anything. I agreed and got there well before kick-off to see her warming up. right. Sorry. I agreed and got there well before kick-off to see her warming up. The game starts and I realised she was playing centre-back in a 4-4-2 system. I was initially taken back but tried to push through. I reached my limit when she won a header from a corner. wait. I reached my limit when she won a header from a corner. I reached my limit when she won a header from a corner they conceded. I waited for half time to make a swift exit, blocking her on all platforms. 100% ghosted. Fucking I'm sorry, but anytime it's just like centre back 4-4-2 system, Tinder. Like, come on.
I mean,
I reached
straight away when you hear about a centre back,
yeah.
you're not thinking that it's a good looking lady. But I got a question for you.
Right.
So let's just say you was on the market and you're in the dating game these days now, and the lady says she plays football. What position would you want her to play?
Striker. I don't know why.
Because she always scores.
There we go. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Sorry, it was just. It's all right. I reached one when she won a header from a corner vacancy. All right, got
Yes,
it.
they
Yeah,
conceded the
yeah,
corner.
yeah.
She's won the header.
Yeah.
She's Harry Maguire.
That's it. She's
Fucking
literally.
got that slab head on it.
It just. I mean, whoever put confession this is obviously he did tell the story. I do apologise for laughing. Just when there's Tinder catfish, Sunday League, 4-4-2 system, centre back. Consider honestly,
it's a proper Sunday League man's old school formation, 4-4-2. So yeah, just ditching at half time and that all fucking.
Mate, I've just seen like something on the second one. I've got to try not to fucking laugh on this one. Right.
I only briefly read a little bit, so I'm looking forward to this one, mate.
Right.
But to the first one,
right,
you're not forgiven. You need to attend the rest of the season of the females football team and try and get with their centre back. I think that's what you need to do to relieve yourself of those sins. No Hail Marys, just centre backs.
Does he matter if they're playing a 4-4-2 system, though, Jay?
No, there's centre backs in every
Okay.
formation. They're all going to be fucking the same.
Right.
Now, next confession, please, Father Ash.
A few days ago, I started a job at a home, and the owner's wife is 28 and smoking hot. Well, she left me alone in the house, and I went through her panty drawer. It had so many thongs, I decided to take 7 of them home with me to jerk off with. She even had a few toys in her drawer. I will return a few thongs when I go back after the holidays. They will be saturated with my dry cum. I also ordered her a stainless steel butt plug, which I will put in the back of a drawer for her to find someday. I hope she will use it. So, right.
So he's
This reminds me of like American Pie 2. You know, when they're working in the house and they see is it like a dildo and the two girls come back? And,
yeah, and then the make and kiss and that.
Yeah.
Like,
So he's gonna take. He's took 7 of the
So-
thongs home with him to wank off with.
I wonder why you chose 7 though.
one day of the week, mate.
I suppose so. Yeah, you bit the nail on the head there, ain't you? I was thinking it was his favourite number or something, but yeah. But then why is he just having one wank a day?
Well,
And then the fact that he's going to take them back.
with his drug.
Yeah, like it's just asking to be caught. Like,
Yeah, like where are these?
yeah, and then why a stainless steel? He did say stainless steel.
Stainless steel, yeah.
Stainless steel butt plug.
Maybe that's the way it's done nowadays, mate.
You'd imagine that to be colder, wouldn't you?
Maybe he likes it that way.
But he's not the one using it.
Or maybe he likes the fall of it. I mean, mate, let's be honest, he's a strange guy.
Mm.
I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. He definitely is.
Well, yeah, it's theft.
I mean,
no, is it theft? If it's if he's returning them, so he's borrowing them,
but he's not. I mean, they've got coming up, mate.
Yeah, if you're gonna borrow something, you got to return it.
But he's giving it. But then he's bringing a stainless steel book. So really, she's gaining as well, if you think about it.
But I wonder if she's gonna enjoy the butt plug, stainless steel or not. He says that she's got other toys in the drawer, but I'm wondering if there was butt plugs in there as well, and that's why he's got her a new one.
Maybe.
I mean, stainless steel is that dishwasher safe? I don't know. I suppose it is because knives and forks and that, and it like same material.
I mean, so many questions here. But what would you want him to do, Father JD?
Wash the fucking thongs for starters. I think the next load that he the next load that he steals, before giving them a new load, I think he should wear them while he's working there.
Oh, right.
He's probably doing that, to be fair, isn't he?
What I like about the two confessions, one is so English and one so American than any. The 4-4-2 system. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
To jerking off.
I know. But each to their own.
Yeah. We're not here to judge.
Yeah. I don't want you to directly answer this now, but
Which
I'm
one
just
for
the second one. I'm just wondering, is he the kind of person that orders the used knickers and panties and that from these websites as well? Then,
well, by the looks of it, he doesn't have to.
Well, not
just goes for
because he's the one using them.
When he's starting a job,
Yeah, but say he's the one using.
Yeah, have you ever done that?
I've not done that. Wait, you're about?
No, I don't. Wow.
Gone through someone's knickers drawers.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
I don't mean like have you like obviously it'd be weird if you took them home and joked them off, mate, like into them, then took them back. But have you ever went through?
Got to go back to a job first, kid.
No, when you're in a house alone.
No, I've never gone through any of the drawers or anything. I did have a former work colleague that did do that.
Right.
So it was on the accounts rewires, and so his nickname was Scouse because he was a Geordie.
I thought so, mate.
Yeah, no, he was a proper fucking Liverpudlian. Probably fucking James's dad. Nah, because James ain't a proper Scouse, is it? But yeah, so he used to call me a leprechaun because I used to wear me combat trousers and obviously just fucking green, short Irish man. I'm not green, the trousers are green.
Thanks for clarifying, mate.
Well, some of the listeners need to know that I'm not a green person. I'm very much white. Not saying that in a racist way, but I just am, innit? White ginger man. So anyway, on a job, doing the rewire. I'm downstairs in the kitchen. He's upstairs. The woman's just like nipped out to go to the shop. So he starts shouting at me. He's like, "Come here!" So I've gone to the bottom of the stairs. He's standing at the top. He's in bra and panties, waving a dildo above his head.
So he's got this
He's
person's...
got out of his work's clothes and put on this lady's lingerie.
Right.
And he's holding her dildo, waving it above his head.
Yeah.
As soon as I've seen this fucking sight, now he wasn't really a good-looking man anyway. But as soon as I've stood there, seen it, started to laugh, the doors fucking opened.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was our foreman. He's just literally, he's looked up. He's like, "Guys, put your fucking clothes on." And yeah, but look, because it was only like 2 minutes earlier, the woman's left out the front door to go to the shop. So obviously your ass fucking goes straight away because you're thinking she's back, she's got a purse or something. But yeah, he was a funny character anyway. He'd fucking help himself to the food out of the fridge and shit. He was just a fucker. But yeah, to have the balls, not just to put into her knickers, but to fully get stripped out your clothes and put the full fucking set on. Purple. Probably would have looked nice on her. I can't remember what she looked like, to be honest. Just remember him wearing it. Fucking big pink dildo. Fucking, it would have caused some damage, mate. Not just to the fucking pussy as well. You hit someone over the head with that there, fucking out cold. So yeah, I've never done it. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. Well, I wonder if he purchases the used lingerie and stuff like, is that?
I know some people do that, and the tights, don't they?
Yeah, it's a big thing in Japan, isn't it? Is it Japan or China?
I think it is Japan, isn't it?
Yeah,
with the
because there's
tights.
literally fucking vending machines. You can just buy the used knickers and that. Or fucking weird. Like, what would you want to fucking sniff pissy knickers and that? Oh, fuck, wrong ones, man. But like we said before, we're missing the trick. We should be fucking selling socks and fucking stuff and making a bit of extra side money, shouldn't we?
I mean, I don't know how much a pair of dirty socks would
Don't
be.
fucking advertise it as ours. Pretend that we're a female, and then look,
right.
It's the woman that's wearing the socks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should start doing it, mate. Yeah, only Dan's. So yeah, we've there was still a couple of other correspondence, but we've smashed over an hour again, and yeah, we can't keep going on about all this boil shit. We've gone on too many tangents today. But that's what they're here for. The lovey. That's why they keep coming back.
We shall
coming in fucking customers' knickers.
We shall crack on with them.
Yeah, we'll carry on.
Yeah.
We've got some. Hey, what's wrong with you? Got some of them to rattle out with next week and that as well. So we will continue the ones that we didn't do this week. But as always, keep sending them in. We appreciate it. Send some more confessions. We need some more. Want some more ghost stories.
Just anything would do.
Yeah, just send us any more questions, because I did quite like that phobia one, to be fair. Anything weird, strange, funny like that, just bang them in.
And how long have we been doing this now? About 18 months, if not a bit longer.
Yeah, because I think it was February 23-ish when we started.
Still waiting for that one email to say, used to us you.
Well, James has definitely said it about me.
Yeah.
Did Danny G say that we were shit? Or again, was he just slagging me off?
I think he was slagging you off, mate.
He was a dickhead anyway.
Yeah, so a bit of hate mail.
Again, we did have that YouTube comment as well. Don't forget to go on the YouTubes. To be fair, I haven't checked YouTube to see if we've had any more comments. But yeah, if you want to go on the YouTube and drop the comments and that as well. We're here for all of it. We want all your interaction. We want you to send any little thing you want. So yeah, we shall leave it there. Peace.
Grab your headphones, get ready to groove. Ash and JD will make your mood improve. Banter that's waiting, oh so sly. Their chemistry's electric, you can't deny. You can't deny.